and welcome to another episode of InfoScope. I'm your host, Hannah Kim. It's time for the latest from the IT and science worlds. Let's start by taking a look at some of today's headlines. Last month, women from all over the world came together to display their very own personal inventions. Items that were not just ingenious, but also very convenient and useful for our everyday lives. We'll take a look at what these women had to offer in just a moment. Now it's summertime here in Korea, and to combat the sweltering heat and humid air, we heavily rely on air conditioners or fans to cool off. However, recent findings show that excessive use of the AC can lead to physical pain. Without further ado, let's start off our show and take a closer look at these stories in our first segment, Briefing Scope. Excessive exposure to air conditioners is said to cause back pain, as the cold may shrink blood vessels and disrupt blood flow in the spine. Moreover, adjacent nerves are put under pressure, making it highly possible to cause chronic pain. From a mobile trash can to a QR code-based system that allows instantaneous phone calls, inventions made by women from all over the world are on display. The inventor's delicate touch met ingenious everyday ideas to result in highly convenient goods. Inventors create things out of ideas. Recently, an event took place where everyday people could let loose their inner inventors and trade ideas and opinions with others. The inventions range from unique everyday goods to eco-friendly products, showing great potential for Korea's creative culture. If you ever have an idea for a new invention or a new service, please don't hesitate to make it happen. Your ideas may change our future. Now moving on, how many of you like visiting the hospital? Probably not too many of you. I know that I am personally terrified to go, so if a visit to the hospital is intimidating for us adults, imagine how scared children must get. Fortunately, new resources in the hospital may make the doctor's visit a little more comfortable and less frightening for children. We'll have more details on this in just a bit, but first, in space-related news, we're going to take a look at how astronauts get creative during space missions when their tools are limited. How can a basic good like a toothbrush or duct tape tackle some problems on the spaceship? We'll find out next on Industry Inside.
An explosion of a space station causes the astronaut's helmet to crack, causing an oxygen leak. The astronaut just about manages to seal the crack with duct tape. Even though this is just a scene from a movie, similar incidents have happened in space in real life in the past. In 1972, during Apollo 17's lunar exploration, the fender of the lunar roving vehicle broke off. Just as shown earlier, astronauts used duct tape to put the fender back together, proceeding with the mission. Duct tape was used for fixing not only spacesuits, but also equipment and spaceship interiors when problems arose. As delivering new equipment or parts was unfeasible, astronauts resorted to everyday goods to tackle crises.
Over time, something wears out, a part wears out, and you got to call the guy to come fix it. Well, we don't call anybody, we have to fix it ourselves. That is a major part of living in space.
In 2012, there was a malfunction in one of the International Space Station's electrical units, disrupting the power supply. In their initial attempt, astronauts were not able to replace the unit due to debris inside the bolts. Then they came back, this time equipped with a toothbrush, and scrubbed the debris away before replacing the unit. Children will often cry through their medical sessions. Parents and guardians become completely exhausted while trying to calm the young patients.
커가면서 좀 아픈 걸 더 많이 느끼는 것 같아요. 네. 차라리 제가 아픈 게 낫다 싶을 정도로 그렇게 마음이 아플 때가 종종 있습니다. 네.
This is a VR device that is designed to distract children. It presents familiar videos, allowing children to follow the doctor's orders. The videos reflect doctors' experiences with children's fears during medical sessions.
어떻게 하면 아이들이 병원에서 느끼는 공포감을 해결해 줄 수 있을까 이거였는데요. 사람들한테 피드백을 받고.
This is an IV carrier shaped like a stuffed dolphin, and it's designed to be carried and taken anywhere. There is a pump in the liquid pouch that controls pressure, negating the need for a tall IV stand.
링거 대를 끌고 다니면은 되게 뭐라고 해야 되지? 걸려 넘어진다든지 아니면 줄이 꼬인다든지 아니면 각종 사고들이 있을 수가 있어요. 자유롭게 어린이들의 행동을 보장할 수 있을 거라 생각합니다.
There are other inventions, like a bracelet that sanitizes hands, and they are all meant to help patients feel more comfortable. Some of these inventions may be commercialized and actually used at hospitals. Scientific ideas and the desire to help others are resulting in unique, helpful inventions. This is a detector that creates a visual material of X-ray scans. It plays a critical role in showing high-resolution X-rays, even without film. A small and medium-sized enterprise completed this detector, the fifth such technology in the world after 3 years of research, registering about $23 million of sales per year.
셀레늄 기술이라는 것이 굉장히 어려운데 이 셀레늄 기술을 보유하고 있는 업체가 세계에서 몇 안 됩니다.
This car has cruise control technology, which allows the car to maintain a certain speed set by the driver. The company came up with what is called a packaging method to cover semiconductors, and the technology is used even in famous luxury cars.
수익성도 높고 글로벌 기업들에 공급을 하고 있다는 데 자부심을 갖고 있기 때문에 저희는 탑 레벨 수준이라고 평가할 수 있겠습니다.
Both companies succeeded, thanks to patents. They analyzed thousands of patents from the development stage and created a unique technology that competitors cannot infringe on. Moreover, these smaller companies received government support to overcome their limits and obtained strong source patents in the process.
독창적인 아이디어를 특허로 확보하고 모든 방면에서 보호받을 수 있도록 장벽을 구축하는 게 중요합니다.
The number of SMEs that have established patent departments has increased by 20% compared to last year. With the help of patents, Korea's outstanding SMEs are speeding up their entry into the global market. These jellyfish are emitting bright lights like neon signs. Each has its own unique color. These alien-like jellyfish live 1 kilometer below sea level. Sunlight does not reach extreme depths, and on top of that, for every kilometer underwater, pressure increases by 100 times compared to the pressure at sea level. There aren't many species that can survive at such depths, and as a result, these creatures have evolved into optimal forms for finding food in their environment. Mouths have grown bigger in order to catch more food in a single gulp. And many have developed ways to emit light in order to attract prey. They also use their fins to be more energy efficient and stay still while waiting for their prey.
생물들이 살기에 좋은 환경이 아니기 때문에 그곳에 적응해서 사는 생물들은 우리가 흔히 그 얕은 바다에서 보는 생물들과는 좀 모양이 많이 다른 것들이 있습니다.
Based on how there has always been life in the deep seas, scientists believe that Earth's first life form was born in such extreme conditions. Moreover, the ongoing deep-sea missions in search of the origin of life will uncover more fascinating creatures and surprising secrets.
There are probably so many different creatures and fish living in the deep seas that we aren't even aware of. So I think it'll be super cool to discover a new species to add to our ecosystem. Now, going back to space, new research has confirmed that momentous events are taking place in the galaxy. Back in December, the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, commonly known as LIGO, registered a signal from outer space. Subsequent analysis then picked up a second round of gravitational waves elsewhere in the universe, indicating the merging of black holes. And in other news, researchers have developed a new type of robot that is capable of feeling pain from pressure or temperature and can even avoid dangerous situations. The robot is able to perceive pain and danger thanks to artificial nerves that are derived from human skin structure. It has also been said that this development may make robots more useful and more social, bringing them closer to human form. Here are some more details next on Tech a Peek.
In 2011, researchers developed a technology that allowed robots to avoid colliding with people. It had a sensor that could recognize people's movement, and the robot would move out of the way when a person got too close. This robot dodges when someone tries to poke it, or when someone places a cup of hot water on it. German researchers are training a robot to feel pain, which works thanks to artificial nerves derived from the human skin structure. The robot recognizes a certain level of pressure or temperature as pain and dodges out of the way. The researchers claim that if robots can feel pain, they can be used more safely. As robots are being deployed in more situations that involve human interaction, such as waiting on tables or nursing patients, the ability to perceive danger can help avoid accidents like collisions.
온도나 뭐 이런 그 압력, 힘 같은 거를 센싱을 해서 사람과 유사하게 반응을 할 수 있도록 로봇을 만들 수 있다면 굉장히 다양한 로봇이 서비스가 가능해지는 그런 세대가 올 거라고 생각됩니다.
New technologies are bringing robots closer to humans. Some predict that it won't be too long until robots are able to feel other feelings besides pain. In the early hours of December 26, 2015, the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, or LIGO, registered gravitational waves for the second time, following the first registration in February of that year. Analysis has shown that the waves were a result of the collision of two black holes, 14 and 7.5 times the mass of the Sun. The detection is another proof of Einstein's theory of general relativity.
이번에 발견된 중력파 역시 지난번 거와 비슷하게 약 14억 광년 떨어진 곳에서 일어난 사건입니다.
The black holes that collided in the recent detection are lighter in mass than those that were involved in the first detection. Subsequently, the collision took place more slowly, and scientists were able to register a signal for 1 second, 4 times slower than the first time. They said that the second observation has confirmed that the merging of black holes takes place frequently in space.
2차 가동은 이제 기간도 좀 더 길어질 거고, 그 다음에 이제 민감도도 약간 좀 높아질 겁니다. 이번에 이제 1차 가동 때 2개가 발견됐으면 2차 가동부터는 더 많은 중력파가 발견될 거라는 것을 예고하고 있는 거죠.
The recent observation is expected to fuel research on neutron stars, which are dense remnants of giant stars. Our body automatically takes care of unnecessary proteins and other residues when they accumulate in the cells. This process is called autophagy. If autophagy does not take place properly, problems arise within the body, leading to degenerative disorders like Parkinson's disease and cancer. How autophagy works on a molecular level has not been clear until recently, when Korean researchers became the first in the world to unveil the molecular workings. The key lies in a biological material called CARM1, which activates or deactivates the genes for autophagy. The researchers state that autophagy genes become more active when there is a lack of nutrients in order to gain energy.
영양분이 결핍되는 상황에서 카몬 효소의 활성이 증가되게 되고, 이렇게 증가된 카몬에 의해서 오토파지 유전자 활성이 증가되게 됩니다.
Conversely, when there is an abundance of nutrients in the body, CARM1 activity is lower, and subsequently, autophagy slows down. The researchers predict that new treatments can be developed based on the functions of CARM1. Their research and results were published in the global scientific journal, Nature.
From new inventions to space exploration and much more, today's show really showed us how science is integrated in our daily lives. But sadly, we are already out of time, and that last story wraps up today's episode of InfoScope. We will be sure to bring you more interesting and informative news next time, so don't forget to join me back here next week for more from Science and IT. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye, everyone.